is 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Henry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Draw play. This is Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
They set up the screen for Henry.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. We have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. Flushed out right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The return man, Chris Moore.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Here is third down and 4.
Go. Back to throw, Tannehill. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. They juked him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Jones.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. You talk about this Titan defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Dancing to his left.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense set to go again. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters. I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Jones on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Burrow on 1st down. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.